New developments in a series of CALL7 investigations. This week, state lawmakers will address the price you pay to see a government record. As CALL7 investigator John Ferrugia reports, right now it can cost you hundreds of dollars, depending on where you live.
So what we're trying to achieve is to standardize the amount that public entities can charge for CORA requests.
CORA is the Colorado Open Records Act, the law that compels public entities like local police departments, state agencies, and others to turn over records to citizens who want to see how their government is operating or spending money. And right now, Colorado Democratic Representative Joe Salazar says he has seen some agencies charge almost anything they want to research records. In one case,
what I had seen on the website, it was $170 an hour. $170 an hour for someone to file a CORA request because they run it past their attorney. Well, that's what the attorney gets paid for. They get paid by the public to already do that kind of a job.
So his bill that has now cleared the House with bipartisan support and is being considered in the Senate puts a strict limit on research costs.
This bill standardizes the amount to 4 times the amount of minimum wage, or about $32 an hour.
Everybody, regardless of what side of the aisle you're on, rural or urban and legislator, you want to make sure government has some transparency.
Republican Tim Dorr represents rural counties of eastern Colorado.
The issue becomes those really big requests where you're talking a lot of work, especially in these small little communities.
Dorr says small towns and rural counties have few people in public offices with few resources to deal with open records requests, especially large or complicated requests.
Do we need to bring in the lawyer because something needs to be redacted because there's HIPAA information, personal information in these requests? And then bringing in an outside counsel who may be on some kind of retainer but is going to be billable in some fashion to the county. And that $32 won't necessarily cover that.
Dorr admits that such large requests are rare and have never happened in many counties, but he supports some structure that would allow greater cost recovery after a couple of hours of free research time. He is trying to protect against a scenario that concerns small counties.
Making sure that that county that's barely making it, barely in the black, or maybe just barely in the red, isn't getting hurt because somebody's open record request is so arduous.
Salazar says he understands that concern, but lobbyists for municipal governments are using such a rare scenario to try to water down his bill.
They want to charge what they want. In fact, they tried running an amendment during the committee hearing that said that they could charge actual costs. Well, actual costs can mean anything, and that's the problem that we're trying to fix. Ultimately, they are our records. They are created on the public dime. The whole purpose for this bill is to make government records, public records, these are our records, to make them more accessible to the public.
And Salazar says this is just one of several bills he intends to bring forward in the coming legislative sessions, one at a time rather than a single sweeping bill, to gradually bring more transparency to state and local government. In the newsroom, I'm John Ferrugia, 7 News.